What is going on, you guys? AK40 Kevin here in the gamer heaven. So you might have yourself a Razer VYPR Ultimate, and this is a fantastic mouse. But you might have some issues with it. Something might go out, you might want to repair it, you might want to customize it, so you need to know how to disassemble it. That's what we're going to do right now. So there's a common issue on the Razer VYPR Ultimate, specifically the first generation before they introduced the Mercury White, and that is squeaky switches. I personally have not experienced it yet, but it is a major issue. Something like 30% of VYPR Ultimates will get this within the first month, particularly on the right click for some reason. It's very weird because it's identical switches. Maybe it has something to do with the plastic shell. But anyway, we're going to disassemble this bad boy today. I'm going to show you guys how to lubricate the mechanism in there that actually causes that squeak. We'll get this thing reassembled, and you'll be on your way. Alright, so first step in disassembling the Razer VYPR Ultimate is to remove the 4 skates. You don't have to worry about the center one around the DPI sensor here, around the actual sensor, but you will need to remove these 4 here. Easiest way to do that, you might be able to do it by just getting a fingernail under there and pulling them off. However, that isn't always the case, and as you saw, it kind of separated the adhesive and the actual skate itself. So there is a high likeliness that you will need to buy a second set of skates, which I think are about $7 on Amazon. I'll have those linked in the description below, so you can make sure that you can actually get this thing working again. And the stock skates are very good, so I'd probably just recommend going with the OEM stock skates, because honestly, going with an aftermarket company like G Skates or something like that, they're very, very similar to these white skates that Razer offers here, which they glide really well. So we're going to go ahead and remove these. If you're having difficulty because the adhesive is on there really well, you can grab a heat gun, or if you don't have that, grab a hair dryer. If you don't have that, I don't know, blow on it or something. But no, heat will definitely help to break up that adhesive a little bit and make it easier to peel off. So the screws in here are a T6, which is actually what is used in the disassembly of an Xbox One controller, which luckily I have this tool because I do have a small business building custom controllers. Pictures on screen here. So I do have this. These are very inexpensive tools. I will have linked in the description below. The most budget-oriented pack of screwdrivers, I think it's like $6 or $7, that will allow you to do this job, as well as the skates that you are going to need, because it is a real doozy to try and reuse these, because they are not going to have the same stick or adhesion that they originally did, because they have been removed. Not to mention they are going to be thinner now, because you have this like spacer / adhesive layer removed as well. Go ahead and set your screws aside. Definitely don't want to lose those. For me, it wouldn't be a huge issue because, like I said, I build controllers, so I have a huge pack of T6 and T8 screws and little Phillips heads and stuff. But for the average person, these are probably pretty proprietary, and you don't want to lose them. So with those removed, you want to separate the top and rear shell. I would do this carefully because there is a ribbon cable in there that you don't want to rip out, and it is, or it's not a ribbon cable, but you do have this wire right here. This isn't soldered in or anything like that, but you do need to carefully remove that. There's actually 2 of them, so you're just going to grab firmly from the wires and pull. Same thing with this little one over here. And now you have your top shell here and your bottom shells. These are the actual optical switches in there, which are, like I said, are light beam based, so they're a third of the noise as a traditional mechanical switch, and they're also about half the weight, and they also react quicker too. So that's the actual board there. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Now what causes this thing to squeak when you're clicking buttons is actually these 2 posts right here, not really kind of grinding and rubbing against those 2 posts in there. So what you can do is take yourself some kind of a synthetic spray lube like this. If you guys missed the tutorial, well, that's some kind of a spray lube like this. This is a synthetic lubricant that is safe for electronic components. If you guys did miss the tutorial of me spray lubing my Razer mechanical green switches and my keyboard, my Black Widow Elite, this is the lubricant that we used for that. I will have this linked in the description below as well. You can use something like this, or if you want, you can use an actual thick grease on there. You just want to make sure that it's obviously safe for silicone components, and you'll have no issues whatsoever, and that will cut down on that squeak, which I haven't had that issue, but I know many, many, many people do. It's really interesting how the RGB works in this too. Like, it's literally just this one little tiny LED here, and then it has this white plastic cone or funnel that goes to this transparent Razer logo right there, and that creates your RGB glow. So it's actually just that tiny little light in there. Very interesting. So to get the scroll wheel out, you're going to basically pull it to the right or away from where it's seated in this little mechanism right here. That's the actual button there for the mouse click. Rubberized ring in there. Make a nice little wedding band for you boys. Alrighty guys, so the reassembly process is literally the exact same procedure, but in reverse. The reason I did not reassemble it in this video is I left it disassembled because I fully customized this mouse. As you can see right here, pretty nice, pretty nice. That video has been completed and is about to be uploaded today as well. So if you want to go through the process of customizing, i.e. painting your HYPR Ultimate and installing some stick-on grips like that, go ahead and check that out. Make sure you subscribe so you're notified when new videos come online. Hit that little notification bell. That'll really give you a heads up. If this video was beneficial for you guys, it helped you out with disassembling and repairing your HYPR, please shove a thumbs up. That helps this video get seen by more people so they can get help by this information as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.